Hello, travelers. I am Paul, and this is Travels with PMB. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back to my channel. What do I focus on with this channel? I focus on all things travel, whether it be a cruise, all inclusive resorts, restaurant reviews, concerts, and so much more. Also, I am a travel advisor. And so if you are looking for that dream vacation, make sure you check me out by emailing bookwithpmb@gmail.com. So we are getting ready to start the live, and it starts in Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope your Monday was great, your week even greater. Um, I had I had a good Monday. It was a decent Monday. Busy week as usual, but I had a good week. Hope everybody's week was good. And so I'm gonna go through the chat and let's see. Liz was first. Yes, Liz. Thank you. Thank you for coming through, and thank you also for being a channel member. Yolo was second. Yes, Yolo. Thank you for coming through. So Liz beat Shay. I think Shay has been coming in first for a while now. So thank you for being a channel member as well. Happy Monday. How was your Monday? How was everybody's Monday? Let me know how it was today. Let me see. Liz says happy Monday to Yolo. How you doing, Danny? Happy Monday. Thank you for coming through. How was your Monday, Danny? Shay Ford, thank you for coming through and thank you for also being a channel member. Thank you for happy Monday. How was your Monday, Shay? Let me know in the comments. We're saying hi to each other. Good evening. Hey, Legacia. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming on to the live. How was your Monday, Legacia? We're saying hi to each other. I'm done with the work. Yay. Woo. Yes. You work late, Danny. Just now, 6 o'clock. What time you start, Danny? Hey, Key. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming through to the live. How are you? How was your Monday? We're saying hi to each other. We're saying hi. Happy Monday. As Legacia says, busy Monday was Monday all day. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. It's nothing like coming back on a Monday, right? After, especially if you had a long weekend, coming back on a Monday after a long weekend. It's just like, you know, you just feel like you never really got a chance to relax or to rest. And here comes Monday and a full work day again. So I know how that goes. Doing good, Danny says. Good with done with work for the week. Headed to Disney tomorrow until Friday. Oh, have a great time at Disney. Are you going to all of the parks? Are you going to Epcot? Are you going to Magic Kingdom? Are you just gonna because Magic Kingdom itself is humongous and huge. So I know you can do several days just at that. Are you going to Animal Kingdom? Or like which parts of the parks are you going to? I ended at 1:45, started at 10 a.m. Okay, good. Monday all day. Monday all day. I put that in the comments. Hashtag Monday all day. Be saying hi to Team Reese. I just finished watching a members video for Team Reese today as well. Um, Epcot Wednesday Magic Kingdom for the Mickey's Not So Scary. Oh, Halloween party. And so I like Epcot. I like the exploring the worlds. I like also, I mean, it's not about rides, but I know that they have Guardians of the Galaxy there, which I did not get a chance to go to. It's newer, I guess, by from the time I went there the last time. So I would like to do Guardians of the Galaxy ride, and I like how Epcot is such has such a vibe. And one time I went there for like a garden and food or some type of festival, and I really enjoyed that as well. Chris says hi. He's also here, but on phone. Oh, hey, Chris. Happy Monday. And so I did a poll, right? So first of all, what did you think about last week's live? We talked about Rio. Janik was such a nice guy. He so appreciated the fact that I brought him on. We talked about Rio, and we talked about all things Rio, the Rio Resorts, the Rio Plaza, what to expect, all inclusive resort. And as I said before, I've been an individual that has been to several Rios, and I really enjoy going to Rios. I really do. And so, what did you think about last week's live? I did a poll, and in the poll, I'm getting it to it now. I asked, "Have you been to a Rio resort before?" So, out of all of the individuals, 67% said no, and 33% said yes. So not a lot of people out of all of the individuals. Look at Chris. Cruising with Chris, member for 2 months. Join now. You'll be 100% better looking. And so, yes, Chris, happy Monday. Thank you for being a channel member. Always so supportive. And so now the question is not only if you've never been to a Rio, um, have you been to an all-inclusive resort? I'm curious to see those individuals on here who have been to an all-inclusive resort. Have you never been to an all-inclusive resort? Have you only done cruises, or if you did a resort, maybe it wasn't all-inclusive? And if you have been to an all-inclusive resort, like what was the name of the resort? Like let us know. Like what maybe something that I can look into going, or somebody can look into going later on. We're saying hi to Chris. We did an all inclusive in Cancun. What was the name of the all inclusive resort in Cancun, Liz? I'm curious to know what that is. And what did you think about it? What did you think about the experience? Because that was the thing. Like I know a lot of people like to do cruising, and I think that was the emphasis of last Monday. Is like you have cruising, but you can always do all inclusive resorts and still really have a great vacation. And so, what did you think about the all inclusive resort? Anybody else has done? If you haven't been to all inclusive resort, say no. If you have been to all inclusive resort, tell me what the name of the all inclusive resort is, and so we can go forward from there. I don't remember we booked through FunJet many years ago. Okay. But do you kind of remember the experience? Did you like it? Did you not like it? You didn't really care for it? Never done the all inclusive. Oh wow. Okay, Shay. So you never did an all inclusive resort. Would you consider doing an all inclusive resort? Because it's these questions is kind of like going in terms of entertainment, because we're going to talk about not only cruise entertainment today but resort. We'll see how much we can get through it. And so if you've never been, you don't know what you're missing, right? You don't know what you're missing by not being on an all-inclusive resort. And you've been, maybe then you could kind of like compare the two, and also in general see what you are expecting. What do you expect from going to a all-inclusive resort? What do you expect from going to a cruise? Like there's some expectations that I feel that we will have by going to a cruise, an all-inclusive resort. So Liz says it was fun, but we prefer cruising. Okay, fine. Everybody has their preferences. That's no problem. I've done secrets. Secrets is really not how was secrets? Because I'm just now getting into going on Hyatt's, and the one Hyatt I went to. First of all, I did Hyatt from a sailing, just a regular Hyatt, and I really enjoyed the hotel, Miami Brickell Hyatt Centric. And then I didn't put it on my channel yet, but I went to Mexico and I stayed at Hyatt Playa del Carmen, Hyatt Vivid Playa del Carmen, and it was really short, but I enjoyed my time there. And so I'm getting ready, don't tell Janet from last week, but I'm getting ready to do more Hyatts as well. I do have clients that's booked in a Hyatt as well. So I'm getting ready to, kind of intertwine Hyatt as well. So what did you think about Secrets in Cancun? Just curious. If you didn't know, Secrets, some people didn't know, Secrets is underneath the Hyatt all-inclusive brand of hotels. It's one of their couples only hotels, but I think if you're solo, obviously you can go there anyway. Just pay probably a little bit more money. It's a secret. I have this. Uh, Liz is funny. Good evening, Paul. Hey, DT Cruiser, how are you doing? Thank you for coming through, and everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming through this week. So, I don't see it was really nice. Good. Lagesha said it was really nice for the secrets. Something to look into, and so we can. So I feel like we can experience all inclusive resorts as well as we're able to experience these nice cruises as well, kind of mix it up if we want to. I think sometimes what I like about all inclusive resorts is um you could do 3 days somewhere. 3 days to me, sometimes you're always going to be the Caribbean, and it may just be kind of like the same things. I like to sometimes get away. So if you get away, it'll be a totally different experience getting away, because the scenes, if you may do excursion there, something you've never done before, then maybe just doing like a private island, Nassau, or something of that experience. If you do like a 3-day getaway on the cruise ship, and so totally different experience, something to kind of think about. The guy just said entertainment, good, food, great. Yes. So one of the things Hyatt, maybe I need to bring somebody on from Hyatt as well. One of the things that Hyatt really rewards themselves in is the fact that they have good food, in terms of luxury, in terms of accommodations, good food as well. And so the Hyatt I went to, I really enjoyed the food. The entertainment was one night it was like so, but otherwise I really enjoyed like the daily entertainment. It was just like really such a good time. Hi Robin, thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming on the live. I hope you had a great Monday. And so and Liz is saying welcome to Robin. So okay, so we talked about Rio, and a lot of us have explored the Caribbean, but not a lot of us really have then maybe done all inclusive resorts. And one of the things I was thinking about in this whole discourse and thinking about like from last week, how many of us have really explored the country in of itself? How many of us have really like just went somewhere, Chicago, like last week somebody had said that they really enjoyed Rio Plaza, Chicago. How many of us really have explored? We've gone to cruises in Miami, but how many really took the time to say, I'm going to stay in Miami? I've been to Miami so many times, I've never touched sand. My feet has never touched sand. The amount of times I've gone to Miami, and there's several beaches between South Beach, between Miami Beach. There's some, and I've never touched sand. I've done stuff locally, gone, ate, and then next day maybe get on the ship. I've really never experienced like the nightlife. What Miami is. I may stay a day or two, but then it's like getting something to eat, and then I know that right around the corner is some. So what I was thinking is, because of that, maybe doing some. So I know I'm doing the group cruise. I'm doing the this group cruise this year in November, and then I'm doing the group cruise next year. And in between, if anybody is interested, I was really thinking about maybe doing some weekend getaways. Not some, but maybe at least one weekend getaway. We kind of get away somewhere. We just chill. We experience a city together. Chicago. I mean, Chicago is like a lot of volatile stuff going on there. Miami, maybe do like something right on the beach. And if you are interested, because regardless, I'll pick up and go. You know me, like I've done a lot of solo I've done a lot of solo things, and so I'll just pick up and go. So I'm inviting you, if you want to, if you're interested, just email me at book with PNB. Just said I'm interested, and so when I like plan something like that, I just can kind of keep you informed. So just email me, say like I'm interested, like I wouldn't mind like doing something like that, Chicago, Miami. If you want to go to LA, like I went to LA one time. I went to LA more than once, and so I did stay an extra day, so I was able to kind of like do some things like the Hollywood sign, go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, so I was able to do something, not everything. And LA has a lot of things that you can see. And so like maybe just kind of like do things like that and like, really experience. Never been to San Diego. In fact, I'm looking to do a cruise out of San Diego next year, but I don't have. I'm literally probably gonna stay one day, and who knows how much I'm really gonna get done. I may do one of those things where I can probably just while I'm going to the airport do one of those tours. So maybe get it in that way. I've been to one time Seattle, and I love Seattle, and I did that for Alaska, and then I got some stuff in, but I feel I have to go back there, and I wouldn't mind doing that for a weekend. It's not like it's a city that I feel like has tons of things to do, but it has things to do that I would love to experience. The Needle, and then there's this beautiful museum right next to the Needle. And so, yeah, I know like the flights over there, yes, but I just wanted to be able to experience it. And 3 days, then it wouldn't be like tons of money in terms of the hotel because it's not a lot of days. And so maybe maybe you could get like an inexpensive flight, Spirit or whatever. People are really loving Spirit. I know some people are hating on it. People are really loving Spirit, and so therefore it just gives us more options, especially if we're flying out in the country. So I really want to try a hike. Oh my gosh, Key, it was so nice. I really enjoyed it. Is so there was like this big takeover, merger, whatever it was. And so that was it initially was called Hilton. It was called initially Hilton Road, Hilton Playa Carmen, and now it's called Hyatt Vivid Playa del Carmen. I really enjoyed it. I really want to go back and try some more places. So like they have things like Breathless, which is like an all indulge only, probably more party vibes. I really want to try something else, and maybe I'll try to see if I could get something in next year. Yolo said, "In and out cooking. Hello, everybody. Okay, cool. What you cooking, Yolo? Been on over 30 cruises, so interested in this channel for new perspectives. Oh, thank you, Robin. Um, I was thinking about doing the Ryu on a day pass in Aruba. I believe there are two choices. Yes, so the resort for a day, you can do the Antilles, which is adults only, or the is that just like Rio Aruba? Which is the family friendly one, and they're right next door to each other. So, and you can go on the other one and see it if you want to. And I've stayed in Attila's before I started my channel. So I've stayed in Attila's twice, one with family and one I went by myself. And so I enjoyed Attila's. So I really did. So you should check it out. Um, I'm going to, I'm going to Aruba. Aruba's going to be one of the stops I'm going to be next month. But I don't think I'm going to. I was looking at doing the resort for a day, but I'm not sure. One day I'm doing an excursion. We're doing 2 days in Aruba, and the other day, since the other day, it's not going to be a full day. I don't know if I want to rush do that because it's like I think I'm like around $160 if I'm not mistaken. So that's around the price. So but I didn't want to feel rushed. Sounds good. Oh, Glageisha, yeah, just email me, tell me, yeah, Shay, just email me and tell me that you're interested. Hey, Raquel, thank you for coming through. Oh yeah, she said she was going on another cruise. I forgot where she said, but she said she was going on another cruise. Be safe, happy travels, Raquel. Cruising Chris, I know somebody who did the day pass for the Dos Only Rio in Aruba and they loved it. Oh, see, exactly. So I've stayed there, and I liked it enough. My family liked it to the point where I went back again by myself, and so it really is a nice resort. Safe travels, safe travels. Did the Royalton Cheek in Cancun in June. It was really nice off peak, no spring breakers. Oh, okay. So I have a coworker that really enjoys the Royaltons. I think he thought the one in St. Lucia was a little so-so, but for the most part, he really loves Royalton. So there you go. Royalton is a really good option if you're looking to maybe do an all-inclusive. Do Royalton. Robin loves the one in Cancun. Breakfast for dinner, blueberry pancakes, eggs, bacon, and sausage greedy. Oh, all of that? That's a lot for tonight, Yolanda, to eat. We visited Aruba all inclusive with the resort for the day. It's nice, but some of the food, particularly near the pool, wasn't great. Oh, I can't remember the food by the pool. Um, the buffet to me was good, but I can't remember the food by the pool. It's been a minute. So okay. The Rio is an amazing resort. Stay 5 days, but haven't done resort for a day. I believe MH. Yeah, that's what she. Yeah, she. Okay, so that's cool. Rio is a great resort. I really enjoy Rio. And so, if you're interested, maybe do something a weekend pass, or if you have some ideas, that maybe we could do something. I don't mind going to DR for a weekend, but if you want to do Miami, I was looking at Miami for a weekend, just go on a beach somewhere. I was looking at one particular weekend and was like, it was a little bit kind of like steep. So it really depends on what the weekend was. Yes, buffet was. Yeah, that's what I thought. The buffet is good. I just can't remember the food around the thing around the pool area. It probably was just something simple like hot dogs and something like that. Just nothing like a Jamaica food around in Jamaica. Oh my God, you get jerk pork like jerk pork, jerk chicken, festivals. It's so good. Like it's so good. Okay, so and I figured as I was saying, like when we do this, then we could meet up as content creators. I think that would be really, really be great as well. Like say for example, we go into a city, Chicago, and then whoever's over there, and then like we could meet up. I enjoyed. I went to Chicago just recently. Not last year. Was it last year? I went to Chicago, and for the Labor Day weekend, there's the jazz festival. I don't know how many people like jazz, but that's one of the things that I was able to do for that weekend while I did some other touristy type stuff. So, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a great weekend. It was nice. So maybe something to do. We'll see how everything going on over there. So now we have. I'm going to talk to you briefly about the group cruise. Whoever is interested, I have this group cruise. I know some may know, some is interested, some has to get back to me. So I'm just letting you know the group cruise 2026, 3 night Bahamas group cruise, November 12th to 15th, 2026. The MSC Seashore, beautiful ship. Some people who have gone on it says it's a beautiful ship. Leaving out of Port Canaveral, Florida, going on to Nassau, Bahamas, and Ocean Cay. $25 on board credit. Passports are recommended. Travel insurance is available, and only $99 per person for deposit. I think that's really reasonable. And then you have prices starting at for the interior deluxe, 257.64 per person, the Ocean View Deluxe Ocean View 307.64 per person, and the Deluxe Balcony 367.64 per person. I think that it's really reasonable, even if you are solo going by yourself. And because it's a group cruise, I feel like even though you're by yourself, you really won't be by yourself because you have us right there with you. So let us speak about. I know we didn't get a chance to do it last time. How important is entertainment for your vacation? We are, me, I like to rate it. We're going to do a point system, 1 to 5. Got my little calculator here. So how important is vacate entertainment for your vacation? So when you look back, right, your first vacation, my first vacation was an all-inclusive resort. So before I even went to cruising, I went to all-inclusive resort and I loved it. It was real, ultra reals. It opened me up to knowing that there is more to the world. And so I love that experience for real, ultra reals. And then later on, after I went through several all inclusive resorts, I tried for the first time a cruise, a short cruise, 3 day cruise. I went in wonder, in awe, expecting, open, right? No, like I don't know if it's gonna be as good, no reservations. I went open, just expecting just to see what this experience is about. And I did a 3 day cruise, not only because I didn't know how I was gonna feel underwater, to be honest. How many other people have done that? You've gone on a 3 day cruise, a short cruise, because especially the first one, because you didn't really know how you're gonna feel underwater. You felt like you may have been um I'm thinking back because I saw thank you so much, Zach. Thank you for being a member and becoming a member. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. In the middle of me, thank you. I appreciate that. And so then for um we have an expectation, right? So expectation. So when I first went to the resort, like for example, like explore the resort. I looked and see like what was happening. I looked at the entertainment. I was trying to be there anytime they had something going on at night. If there was happening something going on by the pool, I want to be there. I want to be in the mix of it. When I first went on a cruise, it was the same thing, and several cruises afterwards. I was looking on that agenda, and I wasn't even. I think I was using the paper. I don't even think I was using. I don't have the app for Carnival, because Carnival was my first cruise, was even up and running like it was, and so I decided I want to do everything. I want to involve myself in everything. I want to go to every deck party. I was going to trivia's. I was going, even if it's trivia's I didn't know anything about, even though it was hard, even though I know it did horrible. I was going to the trivia's. I went to karaoke, not to sing, but just to go. I would go to all of the production shows. I would just go from morning to night, and I wasn't even vlogging then. So from morning to night, I just was just in it. I was just like, what else is on the agenda? What else can I go to? And so I was just so involved. So I feel like over time, can we be honest with ourselves? I feel like over time, sometimes like because we've done it so long, maybe we don't go to certain shows anymore. Maybe we kind of lost that wonder, that awe about some of this when it comes to the entertainment. Maybe we just like, I've done that before. Maybe I just want to just chill on the Lido deck, or stay in the casino, or just go back to my room and rest. And so like we may have kind of like lost some of the awe about that, right? And so we can get immune to it, our expectations. So we still have expectations, but we're not our wonder about some of the entertainment, especially if you've gone on a certain cruise line all the time. It's kind of like waning. Like I can't remember the last time. I remember another content creator said, "Well, I can't remember the last time I went to the production show in Carnival." It kind of gets like that sometimes. So, so you may go to one, you may not go to. So let's talk about production shows, right? And so first, before I go to production shows, let's see who's here. Coco, Zach is here. Thank you for coming. I said it because I saw the you joined the membership. We're saying hi to Zach. Entertainment is pretty darn important for us. Exactly. Entertainment, and he has a family of four, so entertainment is pretty important. You want to be able to be entertained on a cruise ship, or have you ever been to an all-inclusive resort, Zach? Entertainment is very important for me. Very important. Okay, I love it. Okay, dang, Paul, I thought I was already a member. That's okay. Right over time, you realize that you really like depending on the sailing and how long it is. Right. Okay. So true, Paul. Seen so many mediocre shows that I have no expectation for that. See what happens. And so, yeah, exactly. And so, let me see. Entertainment is very important to us. We are theater people, so shows are super important. So let us talk about it. Let us talk about the shows. So, when it comes to the production shows, so do you look for production shows on all inclusive resorts or cruises to have these all the time? Are you expecting there to be a production show? Like, um, if you went on some cruise and they didn't even have a production show, it was just like, wow, where's a production show, right? It would be kind of weird, right? And so if we went on a cruise and it didn't have any production shows, when you're used to production shows, it'd be weird. Even if you say, you don't hardly go to them anymore, to know that it's not there, it would be a problem. And so therefore, let's talk about these production shows. We have so many different type of production shows. And I'm gonna run it down. And so we have the karaoke kind of production show, right? And so the karaoke production show, I could just call it that. There is another name for it. The karaoke production shows is kind of like what Carnival does, and other cruise lines can do it. But I'm just saying they will sing other people's songs, right? They will dance and they will sing to other people's songs. Then you have Broadway. Norwegian used to have Broadway shows. They've had Tina Turner, they've had Jersey Boys in the past, they've had Donna Summer. Royal Caribbean will have Wizard of Oz and Back to the Future. And so they will have these kind of things. Then what about Broadway type shows? Maybe not Broadway, but the quality is there. Maybe they'll have like original songs that you have never heard anywhere else. And some cruise ships have that. They'll have shows where it has original songs, original types of things, and so no one has seen it. And you have special shows like circus, like a circus show, right? Like the Aqua Show. Like, and when it comes to like even all inclusive resorts, they have cultural shows. They have like a Michael Jackson show, and so therefore, let's rate this stuff. And so we're gonna be honest, and I know like some of us may not even go to these kind of shows anymore. And so we're gonna talk about the let's see, Team Key says, entertainment is really important to me. It's also a theater girl, and even though I can still enjoy myself without shows, the cruise lines with higher quality shows rank higher on my list. Exactly. I've never been to celebrities, so you have to tell me, how is celebrity? Maybe that'll be a question too. How who you think have the best singers for some of these shows? So that was, so once we rate it, let's talk about who has the best singers. Music review. Okay, I do like the karaoke. Sometimes they are more like comedy shows with some of the people who dare to go up on the mic. It makes a difference. Yes, it makes a difference. And so let's talk about it. So the karaoke type production shows is where like and if ever been on Carnival, it would be the shows. You'll have the Welcome Aboard show, and you'll have other shows like that. I call it karaoke only because it's other people's songs, and then for the most part, you can go from one ship to the next. The songs are all the same. The dance moves are kind of like the same, right? And so I've been to Carnival the most, so I could only speak really to Carnival the most. And I've been on Norwegian, but it's like I've been on Norwegian to the point like there's different shows on those ships. So maybe there are other ships where it's like they have something similar to that. But like those type of shows where like they're doing, even like Norwegian has done it. They've had it where it was like they would sing other people's songs, and they'll have dancers and all that stuff, maybe live bands, but it would be other people's songs. And so what do you think about um hey, Scott, thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. So, what you think about those from 1 to 5? What you think about those type of shows? Just like you singing other people's songs. Some cruise ships may have like, some cruise ships may have where like they're just doing the all same dance moves. What you think from 1 to 5? Do you like those type of shows? Is it so so? Have we gotten immune to it? Have we kind of like, yeah, I could do without it, or are we still excited to see some of those shows like on Embarkation Day, for those shows at night? Are we like still going to those shows, or are we kind of like go there if we feel like there's really nothing else on the agenda? So what we think from 1 to 3 for those type of shows? Oh wow, Liz, you said 3. I'm surprised you said 3, Liz. um I think um I think 3. So I would think 3 as well. Why I go? So I'm gonna tell you why I go. And while everybody's voting, keep voting. So 1 to 5, what you think about those type of shows? I go. I will go the first night. Oh, one. Wow. Why you? I go for the first night to see how the singers are. There was one time I went on a ship and I did not like the singers, and I did not go back to any other production show for the rest of the time. And so I did not like the singers. And so I'll go, I just kind of like scope it out. Like, how are these singers? I know, like, for example, Carnival, the dance move is going to be the same. So it's not going to be about, oh, let me see how much they dance. All of the dance moves are the same. So it's not about that. But if the singers are great, I'm like, okay, I like good singing. And so even though I may know that like the show may be the same, they have the rock show, the Welcome Aboard show, um, so I know that they may be the same, but if the singing is good, I'll go. So I'll give it a 3. I'm gonna admit I still go, but they have one time to impress me. After that, like I'm done for the rest of the cruise. So like it's really, um so it depends on the show. I like to see the different spins they put on them. Okay, depends on the show. All right, all right. Depends on the quality of the performer. Yes. Are they enjoying the production or going through the motions? I love it. Yes. So that's so what you rated. So generally, what you would you rate it, Chris? So I think when it comes to that, I think middle of the road. Like I don't have like the excitement to necessarily go to the show, but at the same time, I would go to just check it out. So Chris says 4.5. Yes, mostly Carnival with a few Royals sprinkled in, and I only tried the Welcome Aboard show to determine if I exactly, Robin. I tried the Welcome Aboard show to see if I will go back. Right? If I'm not hearing, if I'm not liking what I hear, because there is an expectation. Even if I've seen the show a million times, there's still an expectation that the performers can sing well, right? Expectation, and then there's been times I'm not gonna front. There's been times when I've been on a ship and the performers wowed me. That's why you can't sleep on. I remember I was on Horizon. I think it was a selling out of New York. They amazed me. They was phenomenal, and I would want to hear them all the time. There was one time when I sailed out of Celebration, it seemed like these people was like phenomenal. So the first time yeah, when I sailed on Celebration, I only did Celebration once. They were phenomenal, and I just wanted to hear them. I didn't care what show it was. I was like, and then so I was trying to like, okay, I want to hear them. Want to see what's going on in the Grand Atrium, Grand Central. So it was so much. So I was kind of torn because they were just that good. And so there's like singers like that. Like if I that's why I go, because I want to hear what the singer's quality is. And if they wow me, I'm gonna have to, because I'm gonna have to go back. I want to hear more of that. I don't care for the Welcome Aboard shows. I like the production shows, music bands, etc. Carnival only had one I like, the Celestial Strings. Oh, I do like the Celestial Strings as well. But yeah, so that's a production show. That's so YOLO. Did you give me your rating yet? I can't remember. Did you give me your rating? I love Celestial Strings. The whole aura of it, is just beautiful. Like how they rearranged the theater, and I just love Celestial Strings. I haven't seen it in a long time though. I think I've only done a welcome show one time. I can do without those. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Sig, Cheryl, thank you for coming through. Um, I didn't understand what I'm rating. You're rating what you think about those type of shows. The the Celestial Strings in general. Celestial Strings is really great. But it's one of those shows that still they're singing people's songs, but it's still like the same. A lot of times it's the same dance movements. It's kind of you kind of know what you're expecting from one ship to the next, and so therefore you're rating like what you like about it. So four, okay. So four. Let's just do some. Okay, so middle of the road is like 3.08. So it's like 3.08 for that. So now this is exciting. So now the Broadway shows. So I don't know. So Carnival doesn't have this. So who have been on Norwegian? Who has been on Royal? That they literally. So Norwegian used to have contracts. So that they I guess they lost their contract, so they no longer have Broadway shows. So if you've never been on Norwegian, you missed a time when literally they had Broadway shows. And I live in New York, so it's not I'm gonna be honest, it's not as exciting to me that there's a Broadway show on a ship, because I can actually go to Broadway, right? So so therefore it's not as like, ooh, a Broadway show. Of course I'm gonna go to it if it's on the ship, because I want, like, for example, Norwegian, I saw six. I saw, what else I saw? Did they cancel? Because I think I was supposed to do like a Donna Summer show, but I think by the time I got on that cruise, I think they had like canceled like that. But I know they've done Tina Turner, they've done Jersey Boys. I talked about it earlier. They did Donna Summer, and all of these were on Broadway. I saw Tina Turner on Broadway itself. I saw Donna Summer on Broadway itself, and I saw Jersey Boys on Broadway itself. So they've had Broadway shows on, and six. When I tell you, when I saw six on Norwegian, it did not disappoint. I still haven't seen it on Broadway, but the singers were phenomenal. They were great. Their voices were great. the whole experience of that was phenomenal. And so, what do you think about going to see Broadway on a Norwegian ship or anything? So I've never seen anything like Broadway on an all inclusive resort. So this is where the benefit comes in terms of cruising over some of the all inclusive resorts. What about Wizard of Oz? And I think Wizard of Oz is currently out on one of the royal ships, and I think Star has Back to the Future. Back to the Future I've seen on Broadway as well. And so, what do you think about that? Like the excitement, especially if you love Broadway, you come to New York and you love Broadway. But Broadway shows is not only in New York. Of course, they're in Chicago. They're in other places around the world. They do tour around the country. And so, what you think about 1 out of 5? The excitement to be able to see a Broadway show. Um, on a cruise ship, right? And it's a part of the cruise. You just have to, a lot of times, you just have to make sure you get your ticket. Like that's how Norwegian was. And it's a part of the cost. You're not paying anything extra. Your part is part of the cost. Let me see. Celebrity has a show where they performed a bunch of Broadway hits. That show was awesome. The singers were on point and the crowd had great energy. I love that. I would love that. I would really love that. They are too long. I don't think. Well, yeah. Some of them can be long. Yes. So if you, I agree with that. Because Broadway, you're gonna get your money's worth with Broadway, right? You can't go to Broadway and it's gonna be an hour long show, like, because sometimes you're spending good money for those tickets, and it may be nosebleed section, and so you're gonna do 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe sometimes even up to 3 hours. Some with intermission, some without intermission, and so you're gonna get your money's worth in Broadway. So that's the reason why those are as long as Broadway shows can be as long as movies. But if it's good, I'm loving it, and I think I'm glued to my seat, just want to knowing the storyline and things of that nature. So let me see. Key says, I think I would know which one you are talking about. Wonderful show. Mm-hmm. Are you talking about Six? Hey there, Sig is saying hi. Wait, you live in New York? Yeah, you didn't know that, Scott? Yes, yes, I live in New York. You defected from here, so yeah, I live in New York. If you come back, if you come up here, let me know. We could meet up or something. That'd be cool. We're saying hi to each other. Big Murph is in the house. He put out this phenomenal video, by the way, on his channel. It's like it seemed like it's almost going viral. It's just like crazy. Congrats, Big Murph. He is really engaging in this vlog world. His first cruise, and he has so much more to go. Thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. Disney has the best Broadway shows I've seen on the ship. I feel like Broadway for real, really Broadway or Broadway type shows. Or do they have like Beauty and the Beast? Because that's on Broadway. Because I've never done Disney. So do they have like Beauty and the Beast? Do they have, because Mary Poppins one time was on Broadway? So do they have like shows like that? What else did Disney have on Broadway? Um, I think Aladdin is Disney. On Broadway, Lion King. So do they actually have those shows on a Disney ship? I would be interested to know that, because I've never heard anybody talk about it. So this is the first time I'm hearing about. I know they have like good shows, but I thought it was just like whatever. But but I want to know if they have those type of shows on Broadway. So we're rating. I only got, I think, have I got one rating so far? Cause so what do you think? Out of rating, 3.5 is Yolo said that 1 to 5 to have a Broadway show on a cruise. What do you think about that? We're saying hi to Big Murph. About 1 out of 5. I saw 6 in Buffalo and it was great. I would love to see a Broadway production on a ship. Oh, okay. Okay, so you live in Buffalo then, or up there? Okay. So you live 5. Wow. The concept of being able to have Broadway in a ship. Got you. We're saying hi to each other. Hey, Bill, thank you for coming through. Yoli, agree. I like the Broadway shows on Royal, but geez, they are too long. How long are the shows on? Do they have? How long are those Broadway shows? Because I feel like 6 was. because six is like literally like a concert. So I didn't feel like it was 2 hours long because they told a story in singing, and so I didn't think it was like overly long. But I really enjoyed it when I saw it in Norwegian. So do they give an intermission if it's going to be that long? Like they give it like a 50 minute and then they'll come back. So tell me about that experience. I should almost like have somebody come up here. Tell me the experience. Royal Florence does an amazing job with their 6.5. Wow. That's an awesome rating, Chris. 6.5. Wow. Oh, wait. I would need a condensed version. 2 hours is enough. I appreciate them. Dang, it better be good or I'm going to sleep. People on the ship keep getting up talking. Really? AC Lake Journeys, thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. We're talking about entertainment. If anyone's coming a little later, we're talking about how important is or resort entertainment when on a vacation. And right now, we are up to the topic of, man, it's almost an hour. This is gonna be something we're gonna keep talking about. We are up to the topic of Broadway shows on a cruise ship. How, like, rating 1 out of 5, the ones you have seen, what do you think about it? How important it is, like, or how great would you love, or how would you love to see this type of show on a cruise ship? Like, just the concept of knowing that it's on a cruise ship, the excitement, the level, like 1 out of 5. How much would you, like, would you rate that experience and wanting to see that? I'm saying hi to each other. Big Murphy Sea Lug. The Stanks Hot says it all. Yes, his boarding day video is good. Yes, we're talking about Big Murph. And I got to learn his real name, Big Murph, through watching the video. I'll be saying hi to each other. I know I'm from Long Island, right? Yes, I know you are, Scott. Um we're saying hi. Let's skip a little bit. Thank you so much. I'm really shocked at how well it's doing. Thank you all for your support. It's almost 4K views, I believe. Wow. Amazing. Keep going, Big Murph. Welcome to this community. We're here to support as anything. And I think there's so many people that you've gotten things from. Like in the video, you talked about Raquel, like was able to give you information about the van to go to the port. I know that you book with Team Reese, and so and Team Reese and Key is always like available to me to like give information, and so they're really great. So yeah, so celebrate it, embrace it, and just keep going forward in the future and do more cruises, vlog more, and experience it. And I love the fact you did it by yourself. And that is the one thing. I know I'm going off on a little tangent, but that is the one thing that made me do a lot of solo cruising. For all those individuals, I don't know if I want to sail by myself. I don't know if I want to go by myself. I need to go with somebody. The reason why I started going solo is because of the fact that people wasn't going. Like I couldn't wait on any long people any longer, and if I kept on waiting on people, I felt like I would have, I would have left, I would have been lost of the experiences that I could have had. Like I wouldn't have the experience that I would have had. Keep waiting on people. Sometimes you just got to go try it. Some people just try like maybe a 3 days by themselves. I'm not saying go somewhere for 7 days, 10 days, 21 days, nothing crazy. Maybe try something short and small, and so people act up like, oh, I can't go again, all that stuff. I went and I had a great time. Maybe a little transition, maybe a little weird at first because people are not around you that you like, but um, engage with people, have different experiences. If you're an introvert, go somewhere and be in a pool or in a hot tub and relax, or find a book or whatever. Just don't allow anybody to hold you back from just living your best life. I think so. We're saying hi to each other. Bill saying 5. Quick 5. Wow. Okay. So 5. Okay. Yes, Disney has an actual Broadway shows. We saw. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. No one talks about it. I know that they want to allow Key. No one talks about. They say, "Oh, the shows are great. The food is good," but no one, like, obviously you can't, like, I would rather I know people can't can't record in it. I'm sure they can't record in it, but it'd be nice to be like, oh man, the ladder was phenomenal. Like I didn't know about it. They also have Frozen. Yes, that was on Broadway. They also there's one called Golden Make 2. Don't think that's one is actually on Broadway, but it's phenomenal. I don't think that was on Broadway, but yeah, it's good to know. Okay, so all right, so now we know that Disney. Well, this is a tangent, so just something to ponder on and think about it. Um, and it's almost I was almost up. Can you believe it? Just a tangent. We know Disney's a little bit more expensive, but if I'm hearing the food is good, I'm hearing that the rooms are very comfortable. Like the beds is some of the most comfortable you ever sleep in. You know that the entertainment is great. So now, kind of, and it's a kind of like a premium class ship. So not just a contemporary class. It's kind of like considered like a premium class ship. So maybe kind of justifies the price, right? Just something to think about. Just throwing it out there. I know a lot of people say it's too much money, it's too much money, but just something to think about and just throw it out there. Wizard of Oz and Roll had an intermission. Oh, okay. So it makes sense if it's like long, 45 minutes, and I am back in because of Chris. You can't be bothered with them long shows. I see. Uh, hey Kirsten, thank you for coming on. Happy Monday. Oh man, that's funny. Really, I don't remember if Cats and Grease did. Okay, good. Especially on Back to the Future on Star. So we saying hi to each other. Rock opera and Princess is phenomenal. Yes, so we haven't gotten to that. So that's kind of like Broadway type, but not Broadway. So we haven't got to that. We're probably gonna do that next week. Because it's almost six. What's up, Bill? We saying hi. Um, this is a team game. So Big Murph plus Big Murph is just so cute, like a little giant teddy bear. Oh, look at Liz. I got some peanuts over here, Team Reese. Cats was cut down to 90 minutes. So Robin was saying it has to be shortened. Cats was cut down to 90 minutes or so. Mamma Mia was 2 hours. Utopia was a production show. Okay. And so okay, so maybe they do minimize some things or cut it down, an abbreviated version. Because I said like you can have easily a 2 hour show, a 3 hour show on Broadway. I've been in on Broadway, and it's always good to know how long these shows are before you're there and you're like, oh my God, I'm still here. Disney owned those shows. Okay. Yeah, Disney does. I've only done one show on Broadway, The Cursed Child. Oh, you gotta come back and do more, YOLO. Yes, correct. Disney is very strict with not recording in this show. They don't want you to spoil the magic. Exactly. So I guess maybe that's really why people really don't mention it. But I didn't really know about it. I just that part of the experience. Disney has no casinos, so never gonna. We're gonna talk about casino next time. Disney does not do ducks. Also, no casino. No. Aw. I can watch a Broadway show as long as they are not too cheesy. I will lose interest real quick. So what do you think about it? So since you've been on Royal, what was that experience like for you? Like 1 out of 5. What was that experience like for you? Was it like exciting, something like you would really look forward to another time? What do you think about that? I'm going to the casino as part of my vacation unless I am doing a destination, so it's hard. Yeah. No casinos, the biggest Disney complaint aside from the price. Like also no drink packages, but DCL is still our favorite. Disney is your favorite. Okay. I thought it was Celebrity Accent. I thought that was your favorite. Or maybe is that your favorite cruise ship, or Disney's just your favorite cruise line? I will take them. Let me see. I'm back. I was lurking for a bit. I was doing a little point by numbers. I won when I'm done. Going to give it to sis-in-law and brother as a gift. Now, if somebody did a HP cruise, I would be on it with bells on, casino or no. Did a HP? What's HP? Am I missing something? If somebody did a HP cruise, what's HP? I'm missing something. Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus? Really? Is that what H? Oh, Harry Potter. My bad. Okay, my bad. Who owns Harry Potter? It's not Disney, so I don't know if somebody would have the rights for it. It To get the rights for it would be crazy, unless Universal comes out with the just Universal comes out with a ship. I don't hear nothing about that. And so, okay, so we're gonna do this rating. So I think, did everybody rate like out of 1 to 5? What is your rating? I just want to do this rating real quick. And I think I'm gonna have to pick it up next week. We're almost out of time. It's almost up the hour. So let's see. So we got a few ratings. Um, 4.5 for Big Murph. Wow. So Broadway on a cruise ship, 4.9 out of 5. Chris put that up to Chris cruising with Chris put that up to like 6.5. So that really put up the so we see that people love Broadway shows. I enjoyed it. I and people love Broadway shows and would love to see more on cruise ships. What is I may be a roasted for this, but if we're considering Back to the Future in the mix, I would give RC Entertainment a solid 4.5. I really love the Aqua show. I could watch it all day. Okay, we're gonna talk about like those type of shows as well. Celebrity Actors is my favorite ship. Disney is my favorite line overall, though. Okay. Wow, I gotta try a Disney. Who else wants to try a Disney? I know for the people, if you don't, if who wants to try a Disney or would like to go on a Disney one day? Big Murph Life. I think the music makes it, and I don't know if Disney really does group cruises as well. Big Murph for sure. The Aqua Show is a must, and so we haven't done this in a long time, and we're gonna pick this up. We have so much more to talk about entertainment. We're gonna rate it. We're gonna go down. We're gonna see about people's opinions, and so we could be able to like, because even in this moment, I learned something about Disney which I never learned before, and so it's good to be able to like have where we can talk about things of that nature. And so Chris says no, sir, needs a casino, and so say if you got it for free, would you not go on Disney just to see it? If somebody said here, like here's a Disney cruise, would you just not go on it at all? Would that be like such a deal breaker? If say here, like I'm gonna give you this Disney cruise, but it was a long time ago when I was little. Nope. Wow. Okay. So this is something we haven't done in a long time. If you came out with a video this week, I know Coco Zach came out with one today. If you came out with a video recently, you could do hashtag PMB, and so let us know that you came out with a video. So we like to support each other in this community so that we can go and check out your video. I came out with one Friday, last week Friday. I'm gonna be coming up with one Friday, and so I did the Holland America last week Friday, and then I'm going to try to do a ship tour of the same Holland America this coming Friday. And so if you came up with something, just put hashtag PMB. Let us know that you came up with it or the title of your video so that we can go check it out. I know sometimes while we're in this community, it can be hard. We may miss a video or something of that nature. So let's see what even if it would went you would go not go Chris and Liz. Yeah. Murph Aqua's 80s too. The music and performances were awesome. I would try it free, $99. Okay, so I would try. So if you had a chance to get like a really cheap cruise for Disney, you would try it. If we had unlimited PTO, maybe that makes sense. Okay, so because then you would try it and see how it is. Um, yeah, put it out there. Put out hashtag PMB so we could know like okay, that means that you have came out recently with a new video so that we can go check it out. I saw Shay's today. She came up with something. Yeah, like put it in there and so we can go and check out your videos and so we could support your channels. So that is my time. We are going to come back next week and we're gonna pick it up. So this is good. I'm so grateful that you came on tonight. Not only you came on, but you participated. Thank you for participating the way that you did. And so until next time, make sure you come back. I will be here next week, 6 p.m. Next week, Monday. And I'll take next time. Thank you, everybody. See you next week. Happy travels. Have a great week. Take care, everybody.